So, unless you were living under a rock buried in the ocean, you would have heard the news that Trump got shot, or shot at, or both. Yeah, I think it's both. And what a crazy time to be alive, right? Now, one of my views on this, well, my first view is that, yes, it happened. It's not a conspiracy theory, it happened. However, I do not think that the Democrats are the ones technically responsible for it. I don't think they were the ones that tried to set it up due to the deep state's connections. I don't think that happened based on the deep state. I think what happened was that there was a disgruntled guy that tried to off Trump that had nothing really connected to the Democrats, right? Now, that thought process is not really concrete because things could change very quickly. And it might have been a plant, but as of now, I don't think it was a plant by the Democrats to assassinate Trump because that would just make Trump incredibly popular. Okay, incredibly popular. As it's clearly done in the last couple of days. So either whoever did this through MK Ultra or whatever wanted Trump to win or was just sheer fucking incompetent and actually thought that that shooting is going to kill Trump and make sure that Trump doesn't ever have the chance to run anymore. Regardless of the outcome, that is just going to make Trump more popular. Whether Trump dies or Trump doesn't die or just gets shot and the bullets carrying his ears, like what happened, thankfully, Trump is still going to be the winner out of an attempted assassination or an actual assassination. Trump will still be the winner. Now, that being said, I also have to clarify something because I see a lot of people on the right having the same double standard that would happen on the left. It is not unheard of or unreasonable for you to assume that Trump staged that thing, okay? No matter how much you like Trump, you also have to be quite objective. If it was Biden, and I think Amazing Lucas covered this, and I will do a video about that in the future. If it was Biden that got shot at, most of you guys on the right would be like, it was a conspiracy on the side of Biden. Biden set this up. The Democrats set this up to make Biden a little bit more popular. You would say that. So if you can say that when it happens to Biden, you shouldn't be too necktight and think that Trump could never have thought of something like that. That Trump was winning in the polls already. Yeah, he was winning the polls, but still. The idea that Trump could never have thought of staging his own assassination attempt is ridiculous because Trump definitely could have done that. In fact, when I heard what had happened from a picture of this on a news website, I was immediately like, oh shit, Trump, what did you do? Because to me, that just sounded too convenient. And it still sounds too convenient. And that doesn't mean that because it's too convenient, that means that Trump actually did it and actually staged it. But it's a reasonable assumption to be like, why are you trying to stage your own fucking assassination attempt? Because it's kind of like too convenient. Let's be 100% honest, right? It just so happens that somebody tries to shoot at him and that guy misses in a crowded theater. And how the hell did the guy shoot at you in the crowded theater when the Secret Service are all around all the time, right? So in the first minute of me hearing the news, I was like, Trump, what are you trying to do, bro? It looked staged. 100% it looked staged. 100%. Why? Because the first camera angle didn't capture much details. It just showed multiple banging noises and Trump holding his ear and falling to the ground. There's nothing much to go off of that, right? So on the first minute or so, it looked staged. I mean, nobody in the back really looked like they were dying. I mean, Trump was like this and the bullet flipped and passed his ear, right? Past his ear. But you're still seeing Trump from this direction. You're going to think that at least somebody should be falling down on the back and people should notice somebody also dead. Everybody was just like confused, didn't know what to do, and it just looked like bad acting. And then Trump stands up and does like this, and it even looked way more like acting, right? It was only after the incident that decided to look like, oh, okay, this shit can be faked. When you start seeing people packing bodies and shit like that, when you see the picture of the bullet grazing his ear. But even that, there's even still some argument that you can arguably stage it, right? I mean, have you seen what they do in Hollywood? The shit that they do in Hollywood is amazing, bro. I mean, if you're the president or former president of the United States and you have connections to deep pocket donors, of course they're going to be able to stage certain things for you. Of course. I mean, if the media can lie about weapons of mass destruction, do you think people that, arguably speaking, own shares in the media don't know how to stage that same stuff. Come on, we're talking about rich and powerful people. They know how to stage a lot of shit. They might as go to war for 9/11, right? They know how to stage a lot of things. So it's not unheard of that they could have, no, I don't know, told Trump to hold your ear a little bit, to fall down and apply makeup that's been staged underneath the puppet. Why we have an actor in the crowd fall down and have something pop in his head, you know, on the remote control, and it's like, oh my god, I'm dying. Oh my god, look, it's just such death coming towards me. They could do it now. That being said, it's going to be incredibly difficult to do. Why? Because you're in a crowded area. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, though it's less likely, much, much, much less likely that it was staged, it's not impossible for them to do. It's not impossible for them to do it. Mass hysteria is easy to trigger in the chaotic time. When you just heard gunshots, most of you guys are not going trying to look for like, detailed analysis. This is what's going on. This is what's not going on. No, most of you guys are like, oh shit. What is happening? Is it fireworks? Is it gunshot? I don't know. I'm confused. Right? You're not going to be like, oh wait, James Bond time. That guy flickered his glasses like 2 seconds. It looks a little bit suspicious. He has a green suit in a red environment where there's a lot of mega hearts. That's pretty weird. No, you're not going to be like in your anime detective mindset. No, you're going to be panicking. You're going to be like confused. Like, what the fuck is going on? Your brain's going to be like mushing shit at you all the time. Right? So you can't really pick out that certain things are happening, right? So mass hysteria is easy to trigger and you can fool people under mass hysteria. Now, why this is unlikely to be staged is because it's very hard to fake dead bodies. Okay, it's very hard to fake a guy's head being blown up. It's possible, but it's very difficult to fake. Okay, it's very difficult to fake. So, yeah, that's why I say it's most likely real, 100% real. Okay, it's most likely 100% real. And to be fair, though it's a sad event because a Trump supporter died and some people got wounded, it's still a plus in a way. As fucked up as it sounds, it's still in Trump's favor because now people want to vote for Trump even more. And that is the obvious side. The not so obvious side is like an indication to me. The fact that Trump got shot at, and still stood by his political views, and it's very hard to debunk that he did not get shot. He actually got shot. It's going to take a lot more convincing to make sure that you convince people that he didn't get shot. It's possible, but it's a lot more difficult to do. And so now it's pretty fucking obvious at the time. It's obvious to me in a way. I mean, I'm 75% on the board with him getting shot. Just proves to me that Trump is technically not really part of the system. Because if he was part of the system, this CNN would have jumped on his side immediately. But they didn't do that. They tried to downplay it. Now, if their puppet almost got shot, they would try to jump on that immediately. If their puppet almost got shot, they would try to jump on that immediately. Like, oh my God, Trump almost got assassinated. No, right? He's against them and they're against him, but they're actually colliding together. They're actually working together. So if they were secretly working together, as one of my fears was that Trump might just be a puppet for the deep state, trying to convince us that it's not a puppet for the deep state, that has kind of vanished away to some extent. Because who in the deep state who want to kill their own person, and also who in the deep state want to minimize the effect their own person had or almost had by almost getting assassinated. If Trump was the ultimate Trojan horse, it would be pretty stupid to attack him when he actually gets threatened by assassination. I'm just trying to say this. I think that Trump actually got shot as of today. And I think that Trump is actually more legit than I would have given to him previously. Because I'm not going to lie, I started to lose faith in Trump because it just looked like a possible plant. It looked like a possible plant. It looked like maybe the deep state is putting him in front of our eyes to galvanize us and make us believe that it's actually anti-establishment. But I mean, who we want to kill that puppet? Now, there's still a possibility, but it's quite unlikely, as I like to say. I think Trump is a bit legit from what I've seen now. Now, my mindset might change in the future, but from what I've seen, and this incident kind of makes Trump a little bit more legit. Anyway, guys, That's all I gotta say today, and I will see you guys later.